Hello, lovely learners. Welcome back to A Life Learned. Today I just wanted to share a quick little message about the London community and something I'm really excited about. The Reimagine group, who is the people who started off the first, I shouldn't say the first, but the first one that I knew of that was a zero waste store and a sustainability focused reusability store. Their original goal when they started that store is that they've always wanted to have some form of package-free grocery store available within London. They learned that there was one within Toronto, and they thought, why shouldn't that be here? And so they started off by opening up their reimagined store, and they called it the Naked Store at first, but people got confused that it was Reimagine Co., the company who made the Naked Store, so they just named the store Reimagine Co. But anyway, they've had a lot of success with that store, lots of interest, and so they decided to start a crowdfunding campaign to try and get their initiative and their ideas around a package-free grocery store started. And so they set their initial goal at $50,000, which to my surprise, they met really quickly. Like, I was kind of surprised. I meant to put a video out last week before they'd met the goal to let people know about it, but life got busy. Now they've surpassed that goal, but they do have a new, what they're calling a stretch goal, to try and support some specialty products that people have requested that would obviously cost a little bit more. So if you're interested in supporting the idea of London, Ontario having a package-free grocery store available to you, then by all means check out the link in the description and go and donate. They're still looking, they're at 57,000, so they're looking for about another, I want to say 17,000. So there's still lots of room to donate. And the great thing is that they're offering perks for every form of donation. So like, no matter what you donate, you're technically getting your money back, because for every dollar you donate, they're giving you that exact amount in store credit, which is kind of cool. And then they have a lot of other options of different ways that you can get perks if you donate more, you know, like higher packages, more prizes. So it's definitely worth a look, because it's money that you can still spend later, even though you're using the money right now to help them start up the store. It's going to be on Piccadilly. I think is it Avenue or Street? I'm gonna say Piccadilly Street. There we go. It's 206 Piccadilly Street. They've already got the location secured, and they're just working on getting the permits approved from the city council. But the point is that with this store, London as a community can take some really big steps in reducing our waste. About 45% of the waste that goes into the London landfill is food-based packaging and food waste. Whereas with having a composter in our backyard and going to this package-free grocery store, we can cut out that 45%. That's nearly 50%, right? That's really close to half. And so that counts a lot. And considering the fact that, according to sources that I had last year, our landfill only has about a year left, maybe less, before it's full, and then we have to start paying huge fees to send our waste elsewhere. It kind of really matters that Londoners try to reduce their waste output. It's kind of a shameful fact that I mentioned in one of my recent Active Green videos, that Canadians make more waste per capita, like per person, than anyone else in the world. That means that even compared to the States, per person, Canadians make more waste. Something to reflect on. And in that sense, it's definitely worth looking at the way you live and trying to consider, you know, where is there room that I could make change to have less waste, less packaging. One of those things, as I mentioned, is I do encourage you to look into getting a composter. You can get an easily secured one from your local Canadian Tire or Rona or something like that. They have ones with secured lids so animals won't get into them, and the soil that's created in them is really nutritious and great for gardening. But putting that aside, you're just saving a lot of garbage and waste and just space by putting your food waste in the compost. And then yeah, with this new grocery store that they're hoping to open up by the end of the year, you have a lot more opportunities to make purchases with just a lot less waste in general. So they're obviously encouraging people to bring their own bags, for example, and then They're going to have like a refillery, somewhat like what they have in their current store, although their current store is mostly just soaps and products like that. They're going to have like refillery for bulk liquids. So you can go back to the day of having your milk jugs in glass, and then you just wash them and bring them in and refill them. And they'll be like selling spices by weight, and they'll be selling things in a lot smaller portions. So if you just want enough for one meal, you don't have to buy a big bulk amount. And they're really focused at making it a community experience where going to the grocery store is more of an enjoyable thing, a lot less impersonal, a lot less, um, you know, unified and about selling the most they can. You know, they really want to focus on what's good for the community, not just what's good for business. Of course, being a business, they're keeping themselves alive with the whole profit thing. But the point is, they're really focused on making London a more sustainable community with this zero waste, or I should say no packaging grocery store, because there are going to be small amounts of packaging, like paper rolls to put pasta in, but with it being paper, it's compostable is sort of the idea. So anyways, again, if this is a concept that interests you whatsoever, and even if it doesn't interest you, I encourage you to just learn a little bit more about it because it's really cool. Check out the links below. See if there's still room for supporting, and even if the campaign is full, scroll down the page because they have a lot of other ways that you can help support the whole campaign and the whole project, even if you can't donate, you don't have the money, or their campaign is full. So either way, I encourage you to check it out. And as always, do join me again next week or sometime soon where I try again to share a little something I've learned or experienced in life.